You've probably killed one today, maybe more. You didn't think twice about it. Nobody does. It's just a fly. But here's the thing nobody tells you. If every single fly on Earth disappeared tomorrow, the chain of events that followed would eventually collapse human civilization. Not immediately, not dramatically, just slowly, quietly, irreversibly. And the science on this? It's not even controversial. We just never talk about it. So let's talk about it. The common housefly. It lives on every continent, in every climate, in pretty much every city on the planet. There are roughly 17 million flies for every single human being alive right now. Let that sink in. And because they're everywhere, we stopped seeing them. They became background noise, an annoyance, the thing you swat at without breaking eye contact with your phone. But that's the trap, right? We assume that if something bothers us, it must be useless. And with flies, we've been assuming that for a long time. Turns out, we've been completely wrong.
So imagine tomorrow, every fly on Earth just vanishes. Not dead, just gone. No explanation. Day one, nothing feels different. You wake up, the world looks exactly the same. But out in the forests, the fields, the soil, something already shifted. Flies are one of the fastest and most widespread decomposers on the planet. When an animal dies in the wild, a bird, a deer, a rat, flies are usually first on the scene. Their larvae break down organic matter faster than almost anything else in nature. Without them, decomposition slows way down. Bodies of dead animals start piling up. Not dramatically, not overnight, but the process that used to take days now takes weeks. That might not sound like a big deal, but decomposition is literally how nutrients get back into the soil. It's how the cycle of life closes. Slow that down, and the soil starts getting poorer. Slowly, silently, but it starts. Here's where it gets interesting, and this is the part most people have no idea about. Flies pollinate. Not like bees. We all know about bees. But flies pollinate plants that bees ignore. Cold climates, wet environments, shaded areas where bees don't go. One of those plants? Cacao. The cocoa plant depends on flies for pollination. No flies, no pollination. No pollination, no cocoa. And yeah, no chocolate. But more importantly, no entire ecosystem built around that tree. And then the chain starts breaking. Frogs, birds, spiders, lizards, they all rely on fly larvae as a core part of their diet. Pull the fly out, and their food source collapses. Those animals control other insect populations. Without them, pest numbers explode. Crops fail. All of this because of the thing you killed this morning without looking up from your coffee.
The first few years after flies disappear, most people wouldn't notice anything, but scientists would. In the soil data, in pollination rates, in the quiet decline of certain species that most of us couldn't name. 10 years in, agriculture starts feeling it. Certain crops just stop producing the way they used to. Some regions of forests start accumulating dead organic matter, changing the chemistry of the soil, the air, the water. 30 years in, entire ecosystems have collapsed in cascade. 50 years in, we're looking at a global food crisis unlike anything in human history, traced back, at its root, to the disappearance of an insect we never bothered to think about. No explosion, no warning, just a slow, invisible subtraction, until it's too late to reverse it. Nature doesn't do useless. That's a human idea. We look at the world and decide what has value based on what looks good, what helps us directly, what we can understand. Butterflies are beautiful, so they matter. Bees make honey, so they matter. Wolves are majestic, so they matter. Flies? We kill them. But nature spent 300 million years building a system where every single piece, no matter how small, no matter how annoying, is there for a reason.
The fly has been on this planet for 300 million years. It survived mass extinctions. It survived ice ages. It survived everything. Maybe the problem isn't the fly. Maybe the problem is what we decide to call insignificant. Next time a fly lands on your food, you're probably still going to kill it. I would too. But at least now you know what's holding the world together while you do it. If this made you think about something you never thought about before, send it to someone who still thinks flies are useless. See you in the next one.